True or false? Minnesota will make the playoffs.
Well, first of all, Mike, I'm disappointed you have on your Chuck Foreman jersey today, but I'm going to go with true based on the fact that they are 5-5. That was a big victory. They have Chicago twice and Detroit. They should win those. They've led in every game they've played. They're currently the number 6 seed. This game this week is huge for tiebreaker purposes. The 49ers Vikings winner will have a tiebreaker head-to-head, obviously, when it comes down to seeding and who makes playoffs and who doesn't make the playoffs. Huge game this week for the Vikings and for the 49ers that'll further determine whether the Vikings are going to make the playoffs or not.
True, false, it doesn't matter. If they do make the playoffs, they're going to be gone. They're going to be done in the wild card round. And if not, then they're going to be gone in the divisional round. But I will amend that statement with an acknowledgement that in past years when the Vikings have just been able to tread water, get a wild card berth, and then get to the playoffs, like when they beat the Saints a couple of years ago, well, then they step into the buzzsaw that is the San Francisco 49ers. And we've seen that in past years with them, where if they have some success, there's always a dominant team that they come up against that they just can't compete with. And I thought that there would be, 1, 2, 3 this year. There really isn't a dominant team in the NFC. So
no.
I don't want to give them any more credit than they deserve, because I still think they are deeply flawed on both sides of the ball, as evidenced by the fact that they've led by 7 or more points in every game, and they've lost half of them. But
yeah,
we're trying to find the teams that could get hot. They could be the team that gets hot. They could. Yeah. They've got enough talent to do it. And if Kirk Cousins has enough time to throw and the walls don't cave in, because when the walls cave in, he's done. And if the defense holds up just a little bit, I think they can do it. But it's when every game is basically a coin flip proposition, your luck's going to run out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but the last 2 games, Mike, to me have been very impressive. Beating the Chargers, beating the Packers, those are 2 games you didn't expect them to win. They can get hot based on that schedule. Now, they got some big games coming up, but they've shown they can hang with the best teams.
It's 49ers on the road, Lions on the road, then I believe a Thursday night short week game against the Steelers, and then an extra day on the back end of the mini-bye to play the Bears in Chicago. So they're on the road 3 of the next 4 games, and I think they need to go 3-1 over the next 4 to really be alive down the stretch, because there's a lot of teams in the NFC who are in the chase. True or false, Jonathan Taylor will be the second running back to win the NFL's MVP award in the last 15 seasons. The only other one, Adrian Peterson, who won it with a strong finishing kick in 2012.
I think it's false, Mike. There's just too many quarterbacks. I think, MVP voters tend to go with the quarterback of the team that either gets the 1 seed in the NFC or the AFC. I think it'll be that way again, more than likely, unless it's like the Titans that get the top seed in the AFC, which I don't think they will. But whoever that team is, I think, is more likely to get it. To be a running back and win that award, you have to have a really special season. And maybe he yet will, but he's on pace for, he's averaging 102 yards a game. He's on pace for 1,734. Well, that's not even the NFL record, not even close to the NFL record. Chris Johnson, his yards from scrimmage, has the record to 25.09. He's on pace for 22.31, not even close to the record with an extra game. He's going to have to really pick it up. He's been really good for this team. This is why they've been on this winning streak. But he's going to have to be even better than what he's been, Mike, in order to win the MVP award.
Yeah, look, for now I'll say false because, number one, they have to win the division. They have to overcome the Titans for him to have a chance. And number 2, it depends on who the quarterbacks of the 1 seeds are. If the Patriots get the 1 seed, that makes it a little more likely for Jonathan Taylor, because I don't think Mac Jones is getting MVP votes.
Yep.
Who gets the 1 seed in the NFC? If it's the Packers, does Aaron Rodgers become the MVP? If it's the Cardinals, but Kyler Murray's missed 3 games, does that open the door for Jonathan Taylor? So there's a lot of other factors that are interconnected to determine who the MVP is. And speaking of the Patriots, true or false, they will win the AFC East and get the 1 seed in the conference. True or false?
I say false. I still think the Bills are going to win that division, but if you ask me the most disappointing team right now, I'm going to say the Bills, sitting there at 6-4. I don't know what's going on with the Bills, but the Patriots have some really good teams coming up. They play the Bills twice in the next 4 games, and they got the Titans and the Colts. So I think they're going to get in the postseason. I don't think they win the division. I certainly don't think they get the number 1 seed.
I think they win the division. I think they will be the number 1 seed. They're the hottest team right now in the conference. And yesterday, watching the Titans lose, watching the Bills lose in ugly fashion, both of them, those are the next 2 opponents for the New England Patriots. And it makes it even more likely that the Patriots will take care of business, win the next 2, move to 9-4, and be in the driver's seat in the AFC. I just nobody wants to deal with the Patriots being back, but I have a feeling that they're back, and they're going to be in as good position as anyone to make a run in January with Bill Belichick as the quarterback, or as the coach, not as the quarterback. That would be a problem if he was the quarterback. Not a problem
awesome.
with Bill Belichick as the coach. It would be awesome, but I think it would be problematic. I would pay a lot of money to watch him in shotgun formation, taking a snap and trying to do something with it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.